Hi everyone, let's talk today about Solar Plexus Chakra, really important one, and maybe a little bit underestimated or overestimated, if you wish. I believe we are not really understanding what it's coming from, because in our society, especially in our Western world, it is about more normal to be aggressive. But actually, so aggression, it's kind of got this understanding that it's kind of pushing and it's convincing others to do what you wanted from them, say to do. And it's not about, at least from my understanding, it's not about coming from the energy point of view. So let's talk about that. Solar Plexus Chakra located over there, and our up part of our belly, and it's responsible for everything that we need energy to put to work in. So if we want to organize something, if we want to work on something, if we want to create something, but not from perspective of creation, but perspective organizing and making it work, it is about our solar plexus chakra. And I believe it's really interesting that how the name of it, it's Manipura chakra, but the name solar coming from the sun, yeah, solar energy. It's coming from understanding that actually this is the energy to do something, yeah. And for me, it is about Manipura. It is about solar plexus chakra. It is energy to do what you wanna do on another chakras. For example, you got creative idea to make painting, as I do, or you got creative idea if you wanna travel, for example, but you need to organize this somehow. You need to buy a ticket, you need to get actually money to open the store, or buy a ticket, or even buy something to make a paint. So you wanna organize this somehow, starting from go to work to get money to buy stuff, and actually organizing yourself to learn skills to make your body move toward your mission, towards this final chapter that you want to achieve or get something. So this is kind of energy we are talking about. The color is yellow, and at this point, it's for me, it's not the same like maybe for other people, and that's why I'm always saying that you need to find your way to understand this. And you're lucky that a lot of information available just online now, so you can learn about it, experiment experiment and learn something about that particular chakra that you wanna. For me, for example, Manipura, it's more about the red color, because actually it was kind of intuitive at the beginning, and only after that I learned that actually the center of Manipura chakra is red. So it's kind of, okay, that's why it's red for me. So one more interesting point I want to mention, that we are talking about petals of flowers. Is this kind of our association, how to name it? Because actually it is energy. It's not obviously a flower like we used to. It's energy. It's a vortex of energy, that energy coming inside of us and outside of us. So our chakras connected with all energy around us, and obviously with another people's chakras, another people's vortexes. And petals, it's literally different type of energy connected with this particular chakra. And you can walk, you can learn again, as I said, a lot of information available already, and you can learn about that. But actually this is really important chakra, because this is the energy to do what we want to do on, or we want to achieve, or we want to create on other chakras. It's really, really important for us, and it's not happening magically. We need to put work in, as you know. So as I said, color yellow, so you kind of understand that it's more maybe obviously not about the flowers as you can see on lawn somewhere. It is about solar energy, and we used to understand that our sun is yellow. So this kind of energy that giving push to live life and live action, to be alive, everything on this planet. As you know, without sun it's impossible. So it's really sun connecting to solar plexus chakra, and you have as understanding how sun works and helping everything grow on our planet. You kind of can understand how solar plexus chakra can help every other chakras in our body. So I believe this is really interesting and important point that you can kind of think about maybe after watching this video. To mention about that, I am creating now tutorials how to paint all chakras, because it's really meditative for me, this kind of creative project. So you can check it out in description, link to this channel there where I'm creating chakra tutorials now, if you're interested in. So how to work with Manipura, how to work with Solar Plexus Chakra. It's kind of, if you're thinking about sun, you kind of understand how this should be. It should be energetic and should be fiery, yeah? So even we are talking about sun salutation, for example, this is the main understanding for me, how to work with sun energy, because sun salutation, it's actually about 12 asanas. We are going from one from another. We are actually saluting the sun, the creator, everything that's alive on this planet. Just think about that, and maybe for when you will practice sun salutation, you can actually think about that a little bit more. So if we are comparing with our sacral chakra, when we are flowing like water from one asana to another, if we are working in a hadkam with our solar plexus chakra, we are still floating. We are just moving from one asana to another, but making this with more activity. So activity is one of the great explanation, great tool to understand what is the solar plexus chakra. This is our activity, but from bigger perspective, because sometimes to learn some new skills you need to take a seat and do it again, and this can be kind of boring, but it's still energy, our solar plexus chakra, because you not only need to be active, aggressive or fiery, you actually sometimes you need to take a seat and be regular in your practice. This is also one of the type of energy that connected to our solar plexus chakra. Really interesting one. So you definitely need this chakra in our life. We definitely need to live, need to achieve something. We want to live good life, even we are not talking about getting all money that we can get, but it's also about be active part of a life on this planet, put it this way. So if we are talking about the stones, as I said in previous videos, for me it's more like you're going to the store and checking stones that working at you, because it's working for everybody different way. Citrine maybe the most classic one. We are talking about that. We're talking about the Manipura chakra, but also, as I said, try yours, because all our chakras connected, and some stones working better for one people and another stones working better for another people. Colors. So as I said, it's yellow and red, really like kind of passionate colors. But also, if you're noticing, we are going to the offices, big corporation, maybe it's not always about bright colors, but it's more about the shapes. So let's take a look how people in that particular part of your life you want to achieve, you want to be part of. And I'm not definitely suggesting to be part of the corporation, but if you want to learn this type of energy, it's better to go physically go or just take a look how these people dressing up, how these people are behaving, how they are organized, because be organized, this is about solar plexus chakra. So about the structure, about be organized, about be active, about moving with a plan, not creating a plan from the mind perspective. This is another chakras responsible, higher chakras, but be consistent when you be regular with your practice, with your intention, with your movement towards your dreams. This is about solar plexus chakra. So that's why in big corporations you don't see people walking in yellow costumes, but they are using black color, gray color, blue color, for example. Why? Maybe just think about that. Maybe leave some comments if you wanna about why they're actually wearing another colors, and at the same time they're active, they're regular with their practice, they're successful. So what is the difference? Think about that. If we're talking about the food, I may suggest, I may say at least, that it's more about the spicy food, that making our stomach, like putting our stomach in a fire. And I definitely not suggesting to eat this everybody. I don't wanna make you sick or whatever, but usually it is about spices. It's about the hot food. Just think about that what hot food doing for us, that's heating up from inside. What spices do, they're heating up us from inside out. And this is really interesting point if you're working with food. Also, one more, I'm not suggesting, but usually when people are working with solar plexus chakras, it is about meat. So this chakra really connected with your animal side, and you kind of like wild animals, they're eating meat. So a lot of people who is working with the Manipura chakra, who is active or already achieved a lot on this chakra and create a lot of skills on this chakra, they are usually eating proteins a lot. So this kind of for your consideration, for your understanding. I'm not suggesting anything, because some people who is not eating meat still really good in their skills, in their abilities, they're active, and so it's not about like suggestion, it is about like understanding how it works. Yeah, so hope you enjoy this video and see you on next one. Bye.